All right, let's go over how to draw a mini crewmate. We're going to be using an iPad over here and on Procreate, okay? Using an Apple Pencil, real simple, step by step, under 8 minutes. So let's get started. Let's do it together. All right, so mini crewmate. Big part of a mini crewmate, I think, is actually kind of the sphere, kind of the circle area of his windshield. He's like a cuter version of the normal crewmate. Can I go over here and I'm just going to start with a circle. And if you're having trouble, let's say, making a circle, whoops daisy, let me do this way. So let's just say you're having trouble and your circle's kind of like wobbly, right? Go like this, hold it there, and it becomes a perfect circle for the most part. And let's just say it looks more like an egg. You can press 2 fingers to the screen and it straightens it out to a perfect circle. Isn't that cool? And it doesn't need to be perfect, by the way. You just want the impression of kind of, kind of perfect. That's kind of what you're after. You're after the impression, not like the perfection itself. Let's move this guy around a little bit. I'm going to grab the select tool over here. Just drag it over. Make sure that the uniform is on uniform. And turn off, let's go back to the brush. I'm using my cartoon standard brush by Enrique Plazola. You can pick up this brush set. It's pretty much the brush set I use on everything cartoon. Go to the Gumroad link in the description. It's going to be the very first link if you want to get that. Okay, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to curve on the top of the head. Oops, daisy. And I feel like it needs to be a little bit bigger. Let me go a little bit bigger. You can do this with a sliding scale over here, how big you want the brush. And over here on the bottom is kind of the opacity, right? How see-through you want it or not. That's a mistake. I'm going to press 2 fingers and it's undo. 3 fingers just to redo. Right? To redo. Right? Redo. Undo. Cool beans. Oopsie, I don't know if you saw the top of that as I was selecting it. Forgive me. I think I had cut that top part off. Forgive me. So over here is a select. The brush. Over here is the select right here. Just kind of keep that in mind. Okay. So let's go over here with a brush. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to curve. Just draw a curve over here, right there. Kind of the top of the head. I'm going to pull more or less a straight line-ish down. Maybe something like that. Pulling outward over here, downward for the feet. And curve over here looks like a French fry. Looks like a French fry. Gonna go here to the front. Downward, out over here, down, in. Let me see. Out over here, down, in. Right there, you got that feet. Kind of he's sitting down. So right now, he's a little bit too big on the page. Don't forget, by the way, hit the subscribe, click the bell notification. I'm putting up 1 traditional drawing and 1, iPad Procreate drawing lesson every single weekday. Okay, so watch for that. If you always want to learn on this stuff. So I'm going to go over here now, press select, which is that little arrow tool. He's a little too big. So with this selected down here, uniform, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to grab the edge, pull it in a bit. Press the center, move it over, because we need his backpack in on this, right? We need his backpack. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Let's go back to the brush tool. Same one, I use the standard. Gotta do the top of his backpack right there. Slight curve for the back part of the backpack. Then curve over here. Right there. Cool part is you can go in and kind of like mess with the, like, see how the thickness is a little off? It doesn't have to be like off, it could be like that. But you can go over here and we can kind of like thicken up some lines in certain areas to make them match. Again, they don't have to be super perfect. Line over here, straight down over here, curvature over here, down. Oops, do that a little bit. So let's get into coloring, okay? Gonna go to the top right hand corner. There's like a dot right now, it's black, but I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna select a color for this guy. I'm gonna select let's say purple right here. And I'm gonna, so when you look at this circle, the right to left is the saturation. So meaning how much purple do you want in my purple, and it goes down over here on the left, and that's gray. So it's basically gray to purple. Up and down is how dark to light you want it. So let's just go up to the right over here and select kind of a light purple, a little bit lighter, right there. And I'm gonna grab that dot, drag it over here, let it go. Go over here now, drag it, let it go. Hit that like button, by the way. Don't forget, if you're here, if you're drawing with me, if you're learning, or if you're just watching, hit that like. Cool, cool. Now, I'm going to go into kind of little shadow stuff, and how do you do that, right? We're going to go over here to the, next to the selection tools, this little S, and we're going to select freehand right there, which is like S for, I think, selection. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and just start selecting. See how it just has, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little dotted line that I don't think appears on screen with you. But it's a little dotted line, and I'm going to move it over here, curve it just for the top of him, and then just circle the whole character. So this whole section is selected. And while that's like that, I'm going to go back to my color, and I'm going to drag down to the right, and then go to brush tool right there. Or I could go over here and I could just drag it right here and drop it on the character. See how it's darker on that side? Over here, drop, drag, go back to select, I go back to my brush tool so it's not in the way. You know, it's not dark enough, honestly. Let's go a little bit darker. Oops, I made the whole thing dark. Let me undo, go back over here. It's a little bit darker right there, like you can see a lot more of a shadow now. So, cool, cool. Let's unselect and go back to selection screen, and now we're gonna go over here to the actual orb area. So I'm gonna go over here and draw a circle, and you can see the selection here. Again, I don't think you can see it on the screen, but with me you can see it. There's right in this area I'm selecting. And you'll see it though after you press S and freehand. And, whoops, actually that's wrong. Let me unselect that. So back to selection, freehand, and I'm gonna select the bottom of it. Just the bottom. I'm gonna select the blue now. Go up over here, maybe out here, more toward the more grayish. Drag over here, drop. Cool. Go to the select screen just to kind of get it out of the way. And now you have that kind of blue shadow. That's pretty much how you add shadows. We can add another shadow by going to select, press S, freehand right there. Maybe like curve over here, you're circling it. Again, it's like little ants, like little marching ants. Again, I wish it was showing on this. I don't think it shows, but let me know if it does or doesn't show. Go to the blue over here, drag down to the right, curve over here, curve over here, drag it, and then drop. And then just go to that select button so it'll kind of unselect it. And you have that shadow. I want to thank you very much. Don't forget, please pick up a brush set right here specifically for cartooning. Absolutely pick up that brush set if you enjoyed this. And pick up the free How to Draw Cute ebook that's also in the description. Take a look at that. It's going to teach you how to draw anything cute, no matter what it is. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.